Look, self-doubt can be crippling. It can slow you down. It can slow your progress down. I want to share very simple 3 practical steps that you can take to gain massive confidence and go out there and crush it in your own way. You may have these 3 things holding you back, okay? Number 1 could be fear of failure. I'm here, 40 plus years old. I want to share something with you. Do you know what's on the other side of fear? And I want you to remind yourself. The other side of fear is absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing on the other side of fear. And the more you live life and the more you learn from it, the more you learn that there's absolutely nothing on the other side of fear. So even fear of failure shouldn't really stop you. Number 2 is comparing yourself to others all the time. Or in simple terms, it's thinking about what others may think. And I want to share with you that little secret, tiny secret. Psst. Nobody cares. Look, we all grow in some ways of feeling self-conscious, whether it's about our clothes, it's about our looks, it's about our hairstyle, it's about the way we talk, the way we smell. But, if you really think about it, just look through your last 10 days. Do you critically remember any one particular person that stood out for any other reason than perhaps they were your friends or family or so forth? Probably not. So even if you had a few moments of weakness and judgment, you've probably forgotten all about them. The same applies vice versa. Nobody really cares about you. I'm not saying that in a bad way, that nobody cares. No, people care, but nobody really cares about how you look, how you feel, how you smell, how you talk. Just go about your business, going about to achieving what you wish to achieve. And this third thing that holds a lot of people back behind, and it was one of those things, well, it is, I would admit, one of those things that still sometimes holds me back is perfectionism. Okay, they say the procrastinator finds excuses in being perfect. Yeah, we like to make things so perfect that it paralyzes people from actually taking action. Rather, I want to share with you one fact. If you look around, you will realize nothing, nobody, no experience is completely fully perfect. Like if we really talk about it, we could look at the sky and say, look, the sky is kind of like pretty much close to perfection. It's God's creation. Everything's God's creation. But beyond that, nothing around you, people, habits, experiences, nothing is perfect. So these 3 things, don't let them hold you back. And I'm going to give you very short, actionable tips for you. If you start practicing them now, today, you're going to see a massive increase and a boost in your confidence level. And in fact, these 3 things holding you back, fear of failure, comparing yourself to others, and perfectionism, is kind of like going down. It's not going to be the things holding you back anymore. So are you ready for these small, simple tips that you can apply today? There could be a myriad of other reasons that might be holding you back, but I've given you 3. But now I'm going to give you simple, quick, shortcut tips. The number 1 thing that you can do is meditate. Okay, now you might think about meditate going into a yoga-like posture, and then you've got to start breathing like this and like that. Chill, man. Relax. Nothing specific. Meditate, from what I am saying to you, is simply quietening your mind from keeping on thinking the thoughts that it thinks all the time. Do I need to meditate? Boy, do I need to meditate. The reality is, meditating allows your mind to quiet down, to stop the barrage of millions of negative thoughts that shoot into your mind all the time. And this happens to all of us, right? How do you meditate? Look, sit in a quiet room. Okay, sit in a quiet room. You don't need to switch off the light or anything like that. You can close your eyes and start focusing on your breathing. In, out. There are many techniques you can actually YouTube search, and there's people who are experts at this. I'm not, so I'm just sharing the basic. The idea is that you would meditate and quiet your mind. Now, for some people, you might come across to me and say, "Oh, I can't meditate." I'd love you to comment in the comment section if meditation is something you could take up, have taken up in the past, or would you like to do it again now? Or if you feel a lot of challenge doing that. And if you do, I've got solutions for you. Try sport. Okay. Now, if you're overweight, can't do sport, try a walk across the beach, along the beach, in the park. There's no parks around your place. Walk on the pedestrian crossing, not the pedestrian crossing, but walk on the pedestrian path along a noisy road. Doesn't matter. The point is to put your brain to doing something so that the negative thoughts can be shut out. Okay, so sport is one thing. Reading a book is something very good. If you're a Muslim, reading the Quran is very, very beneficial. I've done this with a lot of people in terms of agents. If they're stuck in a rut, I'll tell them, look, just spend hours upon hours just reading Quran. The reality is, when they're reciting Quran, they're earning a reward. At the same time, they're quietening their mind from all these negative thoughts that are coming around to them. If you're not reading Quran, you could take on a hobby. The idea is that you want to get out of being a victim to your own negative thoughts. And last but not the least, if you want long-term solutions, perhaps if all of this doesn't work, therapy, long-term therapy. And today, there are online therapists available, perhaps over Zoom. I haven't tried them, but, some of them might be actually good. So you might want to explore down that route. Might work for you. Self-doubt that's crippling you and holding you back. 3 simple things might be the reasons. Number 1, perhaps there's fear of failure. Look, there's nothing on the other side of failure. So just go at it. Number 2, quit comparing yourself to other people. Who cares? Most people don't care. Think about yourself as well. How many people or others in your life do you really care about? How they look, what they wear? Number 3, perfectionism. If you're trying to be perfect, it's holding you back. These thoughts, these habits that you or us or we may have cultivated over long periods of time are holding you back. How do you get rid of them? Shortcut. Meditate. Quiet your mind. Breathe. 2, if you can't do that, take up a sport or a walking hobby. Read a book. Read the Quran. The idea is to stop being a victim to your thoughts. And if all of that's still not working, you've got the long-term solution, which is therapy. Let me know how it works out for you. Comment in the section below.